What's up, fellas? Well, I'm guessing you're a fella if you are watching this video. I wanted to touch on this topic because there's really not a lot of good information out there and things that you can apply and do to quit having wet dreams. I probably started doing no-fap probably a few years ago, and I started to have wet dreams, and that kind of like ruins it because I wanted to build energy and not just let it go for a waste of nothing really. So for me, I was working on a lot of this work, like the microcosmic orbit. The microcosmic orbit is basically the channel of energy that runs through your body. It's basically the orbit of energy that runs through your body all of the time, especially when you have your tongue on the roof of your mouth. So this is good for like in yoga or when you're doing meditation or breath work or anything like that. It's just always good to have the tongue on the roof of your mouth. Like when babies are born, their tongue is on the roof of their mouth because they're connecting that energy channel in their body. Like your chakras are connected and it just runs through better that way. But I was doing a lot of that work and I was still having wet dreams because the Hui Yin, they call it the gate of life and death. It's basically a door in your body right here where energy goes. It goes in and out. So like if you have this in the sun, you spread your legs, put your ass in the sunshine, you're going to absorb a lot of that sunshine because that is like a gate of energy in your body. And a lot of chi, a lot of your vitality leaks through that over time if you have a weak core. If you have a weak core and you have weak sexual muscles. So it's really good to exercise these muscles. It wasn't until I started doing like really hardcore Kegel exercises that I quit having wet dreams. So basically you want to get the microcosmic orbit flowing. Let me draw it here. So it runs like this through your body all of the time. Down the front, up the back, up the spine. This is the same like Kundalini energy. It runs up your spine, and like if you have a full body orgasm, it's like a wave of energy running through your body. So the way you can get that flowing is yoga, meditation, good food. If you're eating a lot of crappy processed food, it will kind of clog the flow of energy, and it will clog your brain and your colon and cause stinking thinking and all kinds of stuff you don't want. So cleaning up your diet is a big one. I'll probably make a nutritional video, so keep your eyes peeled for that. There's a lot of crap information about nutrition, and it really takes diving deep into it to really learn about it and experimenting with your own body. But I'll probably make a video on that next. So the way you can make this stronger, your PC muscle, it's like right there, right? So what I do repetitions of this. So I'll masturbate, I'll make sure my dick is really hard, and when it's at its hardest point, I will inhale, I'll put my tongue on the roof of my mouth, and I will flex my PC muscle as hard as I can and hold my breath. And I'll pretty much do that as hard as I can, flexing that muscle. Some say flex every muscle in your body, but I don't think you need to do that. I think that's kind of silly. So kind of isolate that muscle and flex it as hard as you can until you can't hold your breath anymore and until you can't really do it. And that's like 1 rep. And I would do about maybe 9 of those. The Taoists say do 9 or 18, 36. I don't know why it's in that order, but anyway, I'll do 9 of those, and I started doing that once a day, every day. Normally it should take about 2 weeks of doing that every day, so it's probably about 30 minutes a day of those exercises for 2 weeks, and that is enough time to really strengthen that muscle. And if you really commit yourself every day for 2 weeks, then you shouldn't really be having wet dreams anymore. Well, this is what the books say, and this has been my experience. Like, until I started doing these exercises and strengthening this muscle, basically, this is a door, right? And your energy leaks out that door when you have a little orgasm. But when you strengthen this door, your energy starts to flow up. And you're basically training your body to get that energy flowing up. And once this door is strong, it automatically goes up. And it doesn't leak out all the time just doing day-to-day stuff. So if you have weak sexual muscles, your chi energy will constantly leak out of your body, leaving you weak. So if you're having wet dreams or not, it's really good to get these sexual muscles strong. You can also do the breath of fire breathing. So like a minute of, you can sit down and pretend your belly button is going out and then touching your spine. And you can do that back and forth for a minute or two as hard as you can, and that will get all of these organs and muscles strong. So yeah, it's basically two things. Microcosmic orbit, so good food, yoga, meditation, just get your body healthy, and stretching is always good. Stretching kind of, it just gets the energy flowing through your body. So the microcosmic orbit and strengthening the Hui Yin. And if you do these two things, then you're probably not going to have wet dreams. There's a lot of exercises in like the Taoist books, but this is just a simple way. I think this is the simplest two practices to do. Is just get the energy flowing, because if the energy is all the way down there and it's not really flowing, it's going to want to release from your body during sleep or during sex or anything.